Tiana Blinks. I'm the winner of the Gang Reality TV show Season 1, and I'm the fitness instructor of the Baddest Cruise Season 2. This is actually the first time I'm meeting the housemates. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. A lot of gifts to be won. I can't wait to see their strength, enough squats, burpees, jumping jacks. Don't worry, just stretch forward. Forward. No, your hands still behind your head. Your hands behind your head. Forward, stretch. Don't fold your knees. Down, go down. Tight against your knees. Don't fold your knees. Down, 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 4, 3, 2, 1. Just come up down. This way. Let's go. Now take your hands off your waist. Your hands up. This way. Let's go. Try and get your balance. This way. Now move to your right. Move. Move. Go down. Twist. No, try. Twist. Same way up. Same way up. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Move to the next side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How much? Body that is actually doing it for, but it's for your own good as well, please. Now opposite. Opposite. Your left hand inside. Down. Twist to the side. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, put your leg in the floor. And this is just what I want to do. Yes to the ground. Yes to the ground. Yes to the ground. Yes to the ground. I love this.
This is exercise.
I guess we're done. Yes. See you. Yes, I have.
No,
Bro, they give us full picture. What is this? That's all I
Yeah, you can come so that it will be faster. You can come so that it will be faster.
Hello, gang mates. Brand influencing has rapidly become one of the most sought output occupations in the marketing world. The relevance of influencers in an organization cannot be overemphasized. Today, each group will be talking about brand influencing in its totality. 1. What it means to be a brand influencer. 2. What a brand influencer should look out for when picking an influencer. 3. How best can the role of an influencer be maximized to get utmost results? Note that this is a group task and it's expected that everyone contributes to this presentation. Each group is to pick a representative to speak on the topic. This task should be judged based on 1. Representation, 2. Timing, 3. Looks. 10 minutes will be given for each group representation. You have 3 hours to prepare. Good luck. Okay. We have pen and paper here. So what you are saying is that, let me break it down, that the topic for today, we're going to talk about brand influencing in its totality. What they're looking out for, what it means to be a brand influencer, what a brand influencer should look at, what a brand should look out for when picking an influencer. 3, how best can the role of an influencer be maximized to get utmost results? This is a task group, and it's expected that everyone contributes to this presentation. Each group is to pick a representative to speak on the topic. This task should be just based on 1, presentation, the timing, I think there will be time, and your look. So you have to look elegant, I don't know. Then we have 10 minutes will be given to each. Each group has 10 minutes to present what they've come out with. Then we have just 3 hours from now to start preparing for this task. Thank you. So I don't know how many groups we are going to, because they didn't specify. Okay, 3. Okay, we should still use that. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. We have like 4. We have this. It will be with us. So we can go ahead. Yes, we have to share it. We have pen and paper here. So everybody has to come up with something. Yes, you have to contribute. Then only one person will represent.
So, Team Dynamite, please. Team Dynamite.
See you.
Thank you.
How many pen are you carrying, please? Please return. Everybody one. No, the person will come and collect now. If you are carried that way, I'm sharing it, please. Which baby? Don't start to.
It's a blaster.
Yes, respect. Take. Everybody contribution is needed. Thank you.
Now let's play.
Yeah, for 3 things. What is bland influence? Madam, start.
So welcome to your first task presentation. I'm excited to see your faces again. I had to rush in here, man, just to. Okay, so Team Blasters, can I see your hands up? An enemy in the team, what's happening? You're not part of the team. Okay, so let's have Team Dynamite. Raise your hands up. And Team Matrix. Fantastic. So I'm sure you guys know what you're talking about today, brand influencing. It shouldn't be anything strange. I'll be shocked if anybody comes here to talk in the rubbish. Okay, so I am just going to read out a few things to you. Brand influencing has rapidly become one of the most sought out occupations in the marketing world. The relevance of influencers in an organization cannot be overemphasized. Today, each group will be talking about brand influencing in its totality. And what am I going to be judging you on? You have to explain to me and to your fellow gangmates what is brand influencing, or who is a brand influencer? What does it mean to be a brand influencer? It's not just by shaking bum on social media. What a brand should look out for when they want to sign a brand influencer. Most of you have businesses here. I'm sure you've given people money to do something for you on social media, right? Yeah. So did you get results or not? You have to look at it. Yeah, understand. How best can the role of an influencer be maximized to get utmost results? So, I'm going to just choose the team that goes first, and I'd like Team Matrix to go first. Team Matrix. All right.
Team Matrix, forward ever, backward never.
This is my Luther stuff you brought here, man. All right, so just so you know, who's talking there? Guys, I'll find you. You didn't know that you're going to do all of that before you came? I'll still find your team. You guys are talking too much. Should I excuse both of you? You need time together? Okay. Are we good? I'm going to be judging you based on presentation timing and your appearance. So, 10 marks each. You have 10 minutes. All right? Can we listen? Everybody, who's that? Who left there? Oh, okay. Oh, you're in their team. She's in your team. All right, so Buki, your time starts now.
Yeah, good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, my teammates. Good afternoon, the gang mates, rather. I go by the name UOUPUI. I represent the team Mattress. Today, I'm going to be talking about how you can influence your product. Firstly, who is an influencer? An influencer is an individual or a group of companies that help to promote, represent, rebrand a product or services in the sole aim of achieving a desired target goals in digital platform. In today's world, we all know that digital platforms have helped create various means and forms of influencing. What do I mean by this? Mostly, people outside world today, what they do normally now is they promote one or two things. For example, today I'll be representing or I'll be promoting KTC oil. Okay. What does it mean to be a brand influencer? To be a brand influencer, an individual must possess a good interpersonal skills, meaning is either you understand one of these languages that's common within the country, either Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, but you don't have to basically speak your own dialect alone in order for you to be able to communicate with other people. Okay. Also, an influencer must be socially active, e.g., Instagram, Twitter, etc. For example, I'm meant to promote this KTC oil. I have a 10K followers on my Instagram. You have a 200K followers on your Instagram. You don't expect me to get the job. You rather give it to you. When it comes to likes, of comments, likes, and the way to package your brand is different from the way I package my own. Alright. Thirdly, a brand influencer is majorly a public figure. For example, my name is Buki. Here's Mr. Femi. We all go to get a brand ambassador for this KTC oil. Believe me or not, they won't give it to you.
How would they give it to you?
No. Trust me. You know why? You know why? Because we're a public figure already. One or two people have been seeing you on the TV screen. I don't know. For me, this is going to be the first time you're going to see me. Okay. A brand influencer must have a good repetition. What I mean by this is, it doesn't have to be the worldwide things. You to be a brand influencer, you need to have a good reputation. Start from your community. People should hear positive things about you. When people start hearing negative things about you, trust me, you can't be a brand influencer. For example, this Reverend Father, Imam, etc. In that community, you'll be like, oh wow, go to Pastor so church, is this, is that. Go to this so mosque, is this, is that. Okay. What brand should look out for when picking an influencer? Okay, good marketing skills of the influencer. For example, let's check Nkechi Blessing today. The way she packaged her stuff is different from the way Tasha packaged her stuff. Because for you to be a good influencer, you must have a good marketing skills. It depends on how you want to do it. You may decide to shoot yourself naked, but just make sure that product that you are selling, people are really buying it. Okay, customer relation of the influencer, i.e., how well he or she, how well the influencer is able to interact with his or her audience. That is customer relation. Yeah, the way he or she talks to the people in the society and the way he or she. Wow. Okay. Yeah, availability and good time management. Yeah, for you to be a good brand influencer, you should be able to you should be available 247. Because if I'm giving you my product to brand it for me, I should be able to call you anytime, any minute, any day. Then you should be available for me. consistency and loyal to the brand. For example, if I'm meant to be the brand ambassador of KTC oil, that means that I won't eat any other oil apart from KTC oil. And also I should be loyal to the brand. Like I won't even have any chance to market any other brand apart from KTC oil when it comes to oil products. Okay. How best can the role of an influencer be maximized to get utmost results? Point one, promos, giveaway to gain more sales. Fine. I can easily tell KTC oil, okay, let's do this promo. Buy one, buy two, get one free. We can easily do giveaway. Like, okay, fine. KTC oil is doing giveaway of 10K for each person that purchased their product. Okay, use of local dialect depending on the target audience. For example, if I should pick this KTC oil and go to the Easter part, for example, I can't go there and start speaking Yoruba. I need to speak their dialect. And if I don't understand their dialect, I should be able to mobilize someone who can easily interpret to them so that they will be able to know the value of this KTC oil in their society. Good personality and trust in order to get target goals and also maximize profit for the brand. Fine. Before, if I'm meant to brand this KTC oil, people is going to ask me, are you using it? Is that what you use in cooking at home? That would be the first question. I should be able to tell them, yes, this is what I use in cooking at home. Influencer must be passionate with the brand being promoted. Yeah, being passionate is whenever you are trying to promote any brand, you should keen into it. Don't just do it because of the money, but you should be like, okay, fine, I think I like this product too. Feasibility studies. Yeah. This helps to know the needs and feedback of the audience. For example, I go to Ondo State to market this KTC oil. People there, I need to study around what they want. If truly they need this KTC oil, probably they may be using palm oil. They don't have KTC olive oil there. So for me to be able to gain their heart, I speak their language, I talk to them, I study the area, then I introduce it to them. So, thank you.
I'm here to introduce you all to the anchor of the day. Give it up for Mr. Bling.
I like you guys. I like you guys. You guys are looking very beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come on. We ain't quarreling, right? Thank you. Thank you. You're looking good. You're looking good. Thank you. Okay, what else? I won't say that you guys are looking really fabulous today, but I'm the anchor for the day. My name is Blinks, you already know, and I'm going to take you on a segment, so you just chill and relax. Right here, we're going to be talking about the relevance of influencer in an organization that has to do with oversize. Now, when we're talking about influencing is something that so many people have been into. One or two persons, a lot of CEOs I see around here. But I just want to give you some info about influencing. Now, way back to the times of the colony era in Africa, we had no electricity, we had no electronics, we had no telephones, we had no radio system. So you wonder to ask, how was it possible for an influencer to merge in this era when there was none of all these communications that we are enjoying in our current state? Now I'm going to give you a clue on how they were able to get it all done. There were limits to the first influencers in Africa. Just a small limit to the first Africa, which is the first influencers in Africa. And these influencers are called what? You people are asking, I know you're wondering, you're just looking at me, you're gazing at me. Now let me tell you what they are called. They are called the town criers. Way back these days, the town criers are able to reach out to the potential customers where they just want to marketing. Now what they do, they have to go from the rural area to the urban area without telecommunication. All they have to do, they have to voice out. Now, we are in the modern stage. As of today, the world has grown rapidly. Influencing has taken a different approach. I was expecting you guys to clap for that because it's thank you very much. Now, that means to be an influencer, there are things you have to look at. Now, an influencer should be a good content creator. You cannot tell me you're an influencer and you don't have a content. When you don't have anything to put on the show, you're not good. You're not an influencer because you need to create something. Now, for example, we have KTC blended oil, and they come to you as an influencer. They want to use you to market a brand. First of all, you have to bring something to the table. But I'll leave that for now, and let me go to number 2. An influencer should be social. You cannot call yourself an influencer and you are not able to meet up to people. You cannot categorize this person from this person. Everybody is able to be reached. All you need to do is socialize. That is very, very important. An influencer should have skills of a public relation personnel. What are the skills? So many of us, we look like, okay, I'm just gonna go there and tell you I love your brand, my brand, I'm marketing this. First of all, they will ask you, are you using the brand? Like a colleague of mine just said, it is very necessary that you as an influencer, you must have a public relations skills so you can be able to advertise the product or the brand that you are influencer for. So at this point, I want to hereby say, when we look towards this whole issue from Team Blaster, I want to give you an advice for a company or a brand like you or as an ambassador. Things like, first of all, influence with a large community, also known as audience. In today's era, it's known as followers or fans. Now, what am I trying to say? We have social medias, we have Facebook, which is one of the social medias, we have Instagram, we have other social outlet that you can do your brand. So what you need to do, your fans happens to be your followers. When you don't engage with these people, it's like you are not doing anything, and that is really crazy. That so many people are missing right now. Sorry for my language, it's just like I'm really torn on right now. So number 2, I need to tell you, an influencer with endorsed potential to attract public opinion. Now, when we talk about public opinion, we're going to be looking at the fact that when you are influencing for a brand, don't just put out a content without going through the comments on your boards, because so many people want to ask you, some want to blast you, some want to do this. You just need to stand firm and stand for that product because you are standing more of like a marketer. Thank you very much. With the Team Blaster, advise everybody on a role, the best role, an influencer, which will maximize and get utmost results. 1, your influencer must target the exact audience and locality you wish to reach. The exact audience means you need to know the location where the brand is being consumed. You don't just go to a place where the brand is not consumed. It will look like, I don't know this brand. Just like we are in the show right now, so many people talk about a bigger show and this, they won't talk about it because this is a brand new show. So definitely, you must put out a content to reach the location that need that particular content. Also, accurate time of maximum results are Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday. These days of the week are one of these days that most people have public holidays, such as weekend. So you need to put yourself and sit back and think, if I come to this area, how will I get these people to be able to listen to me when I talk? But when you have a Sunday and Saturday, people goes to the club, depend on the products you are influencer for, probably. At this point, I want to say thank you very much for your time, giving me your time. From Team Blaster, we say God bless you, etc., etc. Okay, well, the fans makes me feel like I'm already a star, so I kind of like using some words I'm not supposed to, but it was great.
I like that you know you were using words you were not supposed to use. All right, so Team Dynamite. All right, let's have Team Dynamite. Thank you.
As you already know, my name is Och Money, and I'm your current HOH of this week. And these are my teammates. These are my teammates, baby.
Who's your assistant? Who's your assistant?
She's with me.
Well, that's your assistant.
Sure.
I'm your son's guy.
Okay.
Who's your assistant head of house?
So calm down. Don't play. Don't take it personal, baby. We're cool.
No, your time is not running. Don't worry. I understand.
I was thinking. I was enjoying this. I told you.
So you know what? Why were you not clapping when you were saying this current HOH? You were not like.
I told you spoke about the.
The camera will have your recording, so you can't lie. All right, so your time starts now.
Sure. Thank you very much. So I will introduce my teammates. So this is Ire, beautiful Ire, and we have Candy Diva, we have Julie NK, Chrissy D, and the only guy with me here, Dino Frosh, and we also have, we have Chrissy D. Sorry? Happy Wife, sorry about that. So yeah, I was listening to where other people were presenting, and you guys didn't give me a definite definition about what brand influence is all about. So now, if you have a pen, jot things down. You feel me? Thank you very much. So now, listen. Pay attention, please. So now, brand influencing simply means the act of showcasing, convincing, and also representing a particular product or commodity or service. Brand, like when you're influencing something, it mustn't just be about the product. You can also influence services too. We have logistics services and other stuff. You feel me, right? Nice. So now, about that, when you're influencing, you're supposed to have a purpose. You feel me? So now this purpose now is to create awareness, to promote the business with the goal of achieving sales. Your main goal for influencing anything is to make sure that the person you're influencing is achieving the person's gain or aim. You feel me? So now talking about the aspect of who is the brand influencer. So now, brand influencing is the act. Why being a brand influencer is the person. So a brand influencer is a public figure paid to represent a brand to the world. You feel me? Don't play. With the purpose of creating awareness too. So now I'm going to come down to the part of what a brand should look for when picking an influencer. Nice. So now first things first, the first thing you have to look for is the appearance of the person. Now I'm going to break it down for you. Appearance in the sense of like, I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm a fashion designer. You feel me? So if someone wants to come with me with a deal concerning looking good, concerning anything concerning fashion, the first thing the person will check is about how you look. Before the person can think about having to make you influence the person's thing or anything. You feel me? Number two, and most importantly, you must be a public figure. You must be somebody in the society. You understand? You must be someone in society. And number three is the aspect of having like a good amount of followers. You understand? You have to have a good amount of followers, and not just having followers, like active followers. We have a couple of pages of people that have like some kind of followers. I mean, you go to their pages and you see that okay, 2,000 followers and like they have like 3 likes and no one's saying shit. So you have to tap people. You have to make sure you work with people that have things happening on their page. You feel me? Thank you. So now, another thing is that an influencer should constantly hype the product all the time. Like you spoke about Davido. You feel me? So most times, Davido obviously takes other things, other drinks and stuff. But one thing's for sure, once it's out, he always trying to represent Martini drink. That's what we're talking about. Very, very important.
Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel drink. So that's it. So now, I'm going to break it down to the aspect of how best can the role of an influencer maximize to get ultimate results. Okay, now this maximize here, it simply means like having the person you're influencing, having to make the product in a bigger way. You feel me? So first things first, you're supposed to know that I don't say something now about the influencer constantly having to post, and not just post, you also have to use the product of the person, because most like it's not necessarily that you have to use the product though, but when it's things relating to like skincare and stuff, so I feel like, or I know that you have to be able to like look good, and most times most people believe in things about what you're using. Let me make an example now. So now we have like someone like Potable, and we have someone like let me use this girl that went to Big Brother. What's her name? Nengi. Yeah. So
if you want to influence if you want to influence your product and it relates to something that has to do with skincare, you can't make Portable to be influencing your stuff, man. It has to be because she looks good and stuff, you feel me? Thank you about that. So another thing about that is okay, now I also feel like the influencer should also have a good relationship with the person that owns the product. In the sense that I feel like the influencer can actually discuss with the person that owns the product as regards packaging of the product. Because I feel like in the modern generation now, what sells you more is packaging. You feel me? So when you are an influencer, you should be able to have a good relationship with the person that owns the product. Okay, hey, do this way, so you can package and everything. So I think I've come to the end of my presentation. Thank you.
What you guys got for yourselves? Okay, so just to buttress everything you all have said, I like that he defined it. He differentiated what brand influencing is from who a brand influencer is. You understand? Brand influencing is the act. A brand influencer is the person. You understand? What you're influencing is very important. Portable will influence for Udogu. Nengi will influence for a skin brand and all of that. So that's fine. I mean, I like to make points from everything everybody said, right? Just so you know, the winner of this team today would have a special treat somewhere outside of the house. All right? I don't know if I should announce the result. I'll come back to announce it later. No. It's all right. Don't be in a rush. The team. You're about to cause violence, right? All right. I don't know if any team member has 1 or 2 points to also add. I just want to see if you all contributed. I feel 1 or just 2 persons were the person who spoke. So can one person just stand up from each team and just give us like a bit of an overview of what their team discussed? No, you know. Okay, for Dynamite.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dynamite, let's hear it. Get someone ready to just speak. Listen, guys, listen.
About influencing, I feel an influencer should be able to leave an impression. Like to the audience, you are supposed to leave an impression that will stay. You should be able to convince the audience, not just convincing, just to buy a particular product. After buying, at that particular moment, forget about the product. When people see you, they should think about this product. You are leaving this impression when they see you, okay? All I think about is Jenny's glow, this and that. So I just feel an influencer should be able to leave an impression.
In the minds of the customers or consumers. Thank you. Put your hands together for it.
Scandal free, do you get? Because sometimes whenever you're moving with this scandalous stuff, every time you're always trending for the wrong reasons and all of that, a lot of trust issues and a lot of brands, even people that might want to sign you because you look good for their brand and all of that, a lot of them might see you as you're like a bad image.
You don't want you to tarnish their image and all that. That's good. Thank you. Put your hands together for it. Tim Blasters, Rabbi.
I think a good influencer should be able to get his or her client's need delivered exactly on time and on a specific location, like my brother said earlier. He said when you are influencing, you need to look at the locality which you want to influence on. For example, this show is began. We are elites in Nigeria, but at the same time, other countries are watching it because they have DSTV and the rest. So the gang should look at Africa as a whole, because DSTV is all over, and not just look at Nigeria. So when an influencer wants to influence the product, he should know the coverage range of which the client needs. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will announce the results very soon.
I feel like one house. Alpha, are you with me? Are you with me? What's up now? Alpha, boss, one sec. Those are very difficult to control, I swear to God. Alpha, chop the phone. Foreign. Drop the phone. Like, drop the phone. Diva, drop the phone. Alex, drop the phone.
I say no, drop her.
It's okay. It's alright. One house. Okay, it's okay. You have a task. Calm down. Thank you. You have a task. No, not for tomorrow. So it's a dance competition. Each team is rehearsed for their team performance to Oshe by Kiss Daniel. This competition will be judged based on the following: the choreography, the performance, costume, and overall expressions. You have 12 hours before the competition. Show your birthday cruise. So listen, you feel me? We already have 3 teams already, isn't it?
Yeah.
So out of the 3 teams, just one phone will be provided from each team to use and play. One phone, because that's the only way you can rehearse to this song. Yeah. Just one phone. Just one phone will be dropped. As we drop one phone for each. You guys are stressing me, fuck up. So now, you all know your teams already, isn't it? So you guys should suggest.
Someone can download that.
So what do you suggest? What do you want? Like, do you want like the team leaders to drop their phones or anybody?
Maybe team lead.
No, suggest now. You need assistance. Suggest now.
This side, right?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Because you have to ask before now.
Oh, so you're the one. That means you are the person that will your team.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your phone says.
This is Team Dynamite. Or back you.
So agreed that in each team, the leader of the team will drop his or her phone.
So 3 phones. So you guys understand the whole thing, Abi? We are dancing to Oshe by Kiss Daniel. In dance competition. Because like you said, we have to. 12 hours to prepare for it. So obviously tomorrow. But I'm trying to tell you that you can use one phone to prepare for the competition. That's it. That's all, man. So one phone, yes. That's all. So.
No worry. Our team, we could just drop one phone.
Yeah, so that means your phone, if you are the team leader. Yeah, he's the one. So you are the team leader in my group.
So you have the.
You see? Show your planets, please.
So our phones. Are you really just back tonight?
No.
My phone is on.
Put it off. I will ask her now that if they are going to finish off the office here, everyone will go to the house.
don't be a trust you. Are we going to win?
Why are you so sure?
Yes, no. Don't worry. We will stop them. Are we going to win?
There's no one other people like that.
Don't worry. They don't get it.
Where's your group? What is going
Now we go win. Now we go win.